morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. See here, Chris. From New York, Westchester County. It's February 28th.
Oh, hey Chris, how's it going, man? It's lovely to see you. Well, lovely to see you not endangering the lives of countless motorists and pedestrians. Otherwise it's just, well, depends on what you want to talk about will depend on the level of lovely to see. And considering our previous encounters, I'm not exactly holding out hope.
And I feel like I'm in a Hollywood studio right now.
It doesn't look like it. Looks like you're in a fairly dreary kitchen. No, wait, bad sick. Need to encourage him to stop making videos in his car. Yeah, totally, dude. It's so impressive. The production quality is a thing you could definitely quantify. And that audio is just totally there and audible. Man, you know what? You should always make videos like this and never go outside ever again. Please.
Ready to film a nice fake Mars landing or fake moon landing?
Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I am 99% sure that the moon landing / Mars landing / whatever didn't happen in a kitchen. I mean, look, here's a picture of the moon land. Well, would you look at that? I'd never noticed that before. You know what? Never mind. Sometimes you can't see the truth for looking, can you?
Yes.
Okay, what's with the slowly meandering around your kitchen? You're starting to freak me out, my dude. No. How about you use some of your Hollywood feeling and, edit out the guff? Seriously, you're starting to make me anxious.
No, this is not being filmed from my camera, from my phone.
Ah, I see. I think the reason he's feeling like he's on a Hollywood set is because he's apparently bought himself a new camera. But unfortunately, just buying better equipment doesn't magically make for better productions. Especially if you have no goddamn idea what the hell you're doing. I mean, you can make good stuff without the need for fancy equipment. You just need skills. So I can see why you bought a new camera.
Just testing it out with you guys, seeing how it works since the clouds are f***ing.
The clouds are f***ing? What, again? God damn it, I tried to get them to stop that shit by spraying them with the hose, but that only made them bigger. So I tried using a laser to distract them, and somehow that only made things even worse. At this point, I'm just going to stay inside to avoid all of the cloud jizz. Yeah, sure, call it rain all you want. I ain't falling for that one.
Coming over us like a nice layer.
See? He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Except it's not nice, it's disgusting and should be banned. But apparently, whenever I bring up banning clouds, I get told, that's impossible, and I am completely insane. Bloody cloud-loving degenerates, the lot of you.
I had one day to do it. That was Thursday. I was just exhausted.
I'm just going to leave that there and let you assume that we're still talking about cloudy, sexy times and just chuckle to myself.
So let's get into it. Okay. I got 2 machines here. Okay, that is the Ninja coffee machine, and that is the Nespresso.
Well, I'll tell you where you messed up. You bought a coffee machine at all, because coffee is disgusting. And yes, some of you know that I started drinking coffee recently because I'm trying to lose mass, and it's better for that than energy drink, whilst also getting the needed caffeine to survive doing and alive. But it's still nasty, and I don't know how anyone enjoys it. I assume that they don't, and are just trying not to melt themselves from the inside out from all the sugar from aforementioned energy boys. Don't lie to me.
I bought this one because I thought it would make an espresso, but I got duped.
You got duped into spending a load of money on a thing that you think is going to do something for your life that actually doesn't? No, never. I find that extremely hard to believe. Oh yeah, how much was this amazing camera that you definitely know how to use and makes your videos not look like complete toss? grand, apparently. Oh, my dude. How are you even responsible for your own money? God damn.
It does make this thing, though, a frothy whatever with the milk.
Oh, for God's sake. Can we get to the point of the video, please? The title of this isn't Why I Buy Garbage I Don't Need. It's called... Oh, God, I forgot it's a Flat Earth video. What have I done?
Back to Flat Earth. See, this is what I love. I love people asking me questions about Flat Earth.
Why is he rubbing his hands together like that? This whole camera setup and him wandering around and talking about coffee, it's got a real I have you at my mercy now, hero vibe. Like he's gonna finally kill the Batman, but with just the dumbest arguments for the world's worst theory.
Of course, many are confused. They think they know everything.
And then they become flat earthers, right? Because they are just about the only people that I know of that seem to think they know absolutely everything based on the narrowest understanding of the world and universe at large. Most of the people that I've ever seen who are into real science very strongly think that they don't know everything because there is so much to know and so little time to know it. If someone claims to know everything, they are categorically wrong, an absolute cretin to boot, and probably a flat earther.
When all you need to do is speak to a flat earther, and he knows everything.
Ah, well, thanks for proving my point, man. Very courteous of you. And they say that we can't get on with our flat earther brethren when they so happily will prove our points for us without even trying. Good work.
So there is the barking and the arguments. You know, oh well, I have a PhD. I went to Harvard University. I went to this. It doesn't make a difference.
I think you'll find it does. I mean, sure, someone can be correct without the need for an education, but when someone's actively trying to refute established science, it tends to help if you actually have an understanding of what the science is, which is why your average flat earther has an education equivalent to getting a college degree from a fairground ride.
Step right up. Who wants to learn physics?
We have made it simple for people to understand.
And of course, if something is simple to understand, like the flat earth, 'cause it look flat, and essential oils, oil smell, oil good, then it's right. But if it's hard to understand, like rocket surgery or brain science, then it must be wrong, 'cause that's how anything in the universe works. You plank.
And if you don't understand flat Earth, you can't comprehend that we live on a flat land.
Dude, we understand the flat earth. That's a big part of how we know it's wrong. I mean, let me put this to you. Do you genuinely understand the arguments for the, well, I was going to say globe, but it's more like how things actually are. But do you understand the globe? I'll bet you don't. Every time I have heard a flat earther explain what they think the globe model is, it misses or misunderstands or misrepresents some pretty fundamental crap. Fact is, mate, I'm not a flat earther because I do understand the flat earth and the globe earth. You're a flat earther because you likely don't understand either.
We're covered with a dome, and there is no space. We're stationary, not moving.
Okay, is it just me or does he sound like he's gonna cry? Because that's just... I don't know. I would feel bad, but he's just so goddamn arrogant, and there is no dome. Only Zool!
Then move along with your life. Enjoy yourself living on this fantastic spinning wet ball in space that's floating.
See, floating, like, do you even... Like, the flat earth, where is that? And I'm going to use his wording just for simplicity's sake, so quote-unquote floating... If it's not doing that, why do all the planets we can see in the solar system, why do they all float? But somehow the Earth doesn't? You got an answer for that that's not completely untestable and asinine? I'll bet you don't.
up there in the universe that could quite possibly one day, could be hit by a meteor. Or could be devastated by an earthquake.
What? Are you... You can't possibly be saying that there are no meteorites or earthquakes, right? I mean, that sounds like that's what you're trying to say, but no. I refuse to believe that even a man as great as CC would believe something so utterly idiotic. Like, seriously, because that shit happens all the time. I mean, not at a world-ending level, but they exist, right?
And that's the worry you'll have to live with. But you see, us flat earthers don't give a shit about that because we know it's not true. We know it's bullshit. All of it.
Wow. I never thought I would actually be disappointed by a flat earther, but there it is. Goddamn. You know, I'm almost impressed, but, you know, the disappointment kinda overwhelms the whole thing. I am suffering from an abundance of whelm, and it is hard to cope. Might go for a little cry myself. Oh, hey, look. My entire feelings about this video summed up into one little noise. Not bad, CC. At least you have the same utility as a pissed off horse. So that's something.
I'm really, happy that I'm able to share this camera with you, because...
Because you don't have anything else worth sharing. No good ideas. Certainly no evidence for your position. Nothing of any value or merit. Just the fact that you bought a camera that you barely know how to use and a coffee maker that doesn't do the type of coffee that you wanted. That's just grand.
I'm really disappointed with this tripod. I have no faith in this tripod.
Right, it's talking about tripods now. I have no faith that you can get to the freaking point without me having to skip vast swathes of your video. And I hate doing that because I worry I'll miss something important. But then I realise that this is a flat earth video and there's literally nothing important, so let's just skip to the fun stuff, shall we?
In 1969 we had a mission called the Apollo 11. We supposedly rocketed off this spinning wet ball onto a moon.
First off, it's called My Moon. Many are like it, but that one is mine. And it is motherfucking the moon. Second off, no supposedly about it, we positively rocketed off our damp rock and it was awesome. Should really get back to it. But unfortunately, most humans are too busy squabbling over meaningless nonsense. Like whether or not the earth is flat. No, I'm not part of the problem. I'm trying to get them to stop. But for some reason, this shit just never ends.
That would be our satellite in space. And while that's revolving around, think of the mathematical computations for this.
They are very, very hard and very, very precise. Penis joke. So, let me guess. Because they would be difficult, and you almost certainly couldn't do it, they must not be real, yeah? Something like that, I'm sure. But the thing is, Chris, if all the things you can't do were impossible, well, I'm pretty sure society would immediately crumble to dust.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes, you are.
I mean, really, think of it. So, we're revolving 1,000 miles per hour. And we're shooting off a rocket. So why are we curving? Why is every single rocket curve?
Indeed, that is the question. Go look that up. And no, don't do it on some bullshit flat earth forum. Ask the people who do it and know what they're talking about, why they do that. It might actually help you understand a little something about how reality works. Christ.
Don't you think that we just have to go straight up there? But no, it doesn't. It curves.
All right, fine. We all know he doesn't actually bother to look anything up or even know how to, but it curves because they are trying to get into orbit, using Earth's gravitational pull to conserve fuel and reduce the amount of stress that is applied to the ship. If you fly straight up, you are fighting gravity all the way. But if you fly at an angle, you can actually benefit from gravity. Also, bonus fact, there's a reason most rocket launches are done very near the equator, so they can benefit from Earth's rotation. The fact is, if they didn't do that, that would actually be good evidence something was up. But nope, damn those NASA science boys and their being consistent with their lies, almost like they aren't lies.
And that was the thing that when I saw the Challenger, that space bullshit nonsense, and half of them are still alive. Oh, that's right, they are.
Oh, that's wrong. They're not. But congrats on demonstrating something that I have been arguing for years. There's this idea that flat earthers only really have the one conspiracy that they're into. And I've seen it propagated by some science guys, and it's just frickin' wrong. Of any conspiracy theory, it's the one that seems to just have every possible conspiracy somehow compatible and related to it. I think that's why it's often so fun to figure out just what they are rattling on about this week.
They are, yeah. There's only one guy we can't find where he is, but the other ones are alive. One's a professor, still teaching. That's right, that's a Space Challenger back in 1985. Yeah, well, they didn't die.
And yet, I'll bet, for some weird reason, while you'll spout off about how one's this and one's that, you won't have any of that pesky proof that us skeptical sorts just won't shut up about. Well, apart from that blurry picture or someone having the same name as someone else, because, you know, no two names could ever be the same, or some other totally convincing evidence. You see, I think that's a fundamental difference between the way you and I think. When I hear an unbelievable conspiracy theory, I go, wow, that's unbelievable and illogical, and I'd love to see the evidence if there was any, but there never is, so I disregard. And you say, awesome! Now how can I integrate that into my worldview to make me even more correct? That's not how it works, Chris!
So shit, yeah, editing sick here, but turns out he never did answer the question posed in the video title. Go figure. Here's an outtake for your trouble.
But if it's hard to understand, like fucking spiders, that scared the shit out.
Wait, before you go, I have something super important to tell you. It's life or death. It will change everything forever. Nope, wait, it's gone. Oh well, probably wasn't important. But while I have you, don't forget to comment, subscribe and notify. And if you want more of my smexy voice, check out Mrs. Six's channel Spoonstaff Stories, where I narrate and voice all the videos, and she does the work. And if you want to support the channel, check out the merch store for cool t-shirts, or check out Patreon, memberships and PayPal to support directly. Finally, follow me on the medias of social to get completely pointless guff and to keep up on the latest releases. Oh, I just remembered what I was going to tell you. Whatever you do, don't touch the